Coming up on this episode of Takedown with Chris Hansen.
So you're chatting with him right now.
Yes, I am.
And what is he saying?
He originally said he was close. Now he says he's only 30 minutes away, and he's coming right now.
And what do you know about this guy?
Goes by the name of Big John.
Big John.
Looks like a white male.
Big John is about to be in big trouble.
Brains guy just said he's 3 minutes out.
No. I need you to. No, you have to stay. Sit.
I'm going through a lot, and
Oh, but we'll explain that, John.
fuck.
I hope you're enjoying this full free episode of Takedown, but there's something else you need to know. Only a small portion of our episodes are on YouTube. There are more than 100 episodes on our streaming service, ad-free and uncensored at WatchTrueBlue.com. Use the code YouTube24 to watch them all for $2.50 or YouTube Year for $20 off an annual subscription. Also, and this is important, hit the subscribe button below, and we'll see you soon on True Blue. Genesee County, Michigan Sheriff's Office and Ghost is back with another undercover operation. Sheriff Chris Swanson has invited me and my team to take part in tonight's takedown.
And I will tell you, this team has become the national standard of human trafficking enforcement. So that's why we partner with Chris. His platform, our platform, if we can match and build out the message, then that's the purpose of him being here. So we thank you for that.
Another very important player in tonight's operation is Genesee County Prosecutor David Layton.
How do we keep from entrapment? How do we keep cases together? How do we put cases together so it's easy for you? How do we write reports? And the fact that we've been in 43 counties helping other sheriffs do the same thing. We've not lost a single case. We haven't lost a trial, a motion. We get the job done.
Prosecutor Layton is responsible for making sure each alleged child predator captured during a ghost operation can be successfully prosecuted.
As you all know, most of these cases end up in pleas. And pleas are good because it's finality. The case is over, there's no appeal, but we always have to prep a case as if it's going to go to trial.
First to visit the Sting House is 21-year-old John, or as he likes to be called, Big John.
And what do you know about this guy?
He said he's in his early 20s. Goes by the name of Big John.
Big John.
Looks like a white male.
And he actually showed up in a previous investigation.
The Ghost Chatter has been communicating with Big John for about a week now. He even surfaced in another undercover investigation.
But we didn't arrest him in that previous stop. He was
Right.
just chatting with us.
He was just chatting. So you're chatting with him right now.
Yes, I am.
And what is he saying?
He originally said he was close. Now he says he's only 30 minutes away, and he's coming right now. We did a phone call, and our decoy did an amazing job of talking to him and put him at ease to get him. So he's definitely wanting to come.
A sheriff's deputy posing as a 15-year-old girl got on the phone with Big John.
So you do this a lot?
No, we just started doing it. But I really like it, so, I mean, I'm into it.
He does it too?
Sometimes, but not really, no.
No.
He just watches it.
Gotcha. But you like it?
Yeah, I love it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
The scenario is that he thinks you're essentially pimping out your girlfriend's teenage daughter.
Yeah, no money has been exchanged, but he definitely knows her age, and he's coming to have sex with her.
Right. And he thinks that you're going to get off by watching this.
Absolutely.
That this is some special stepdaddy-daughter time of some sort.
Yes. Pretty sick.
Big John is on his way.
He just said he's 3 minutes out.
And I want to know just who I'm dealing with.
That's our guy, huh?
Same picture you chatted us with last week as well.
Big John.
Says he's in his 20s, early 20s.
Could be a fake picture.
Could be a fake picture. We won't know until he gets here.
Big John is here. A ghost detective posing as the girl's mother's boyfriend meets him outside and escorts him into the house.
Man!
The decoy says she has to go get her vape.
I got my vape on.
That's my cue to head in and have a chat.
Pocket. No. I need you to. No, you have to sit. Keep your hands out of your pocket.
Big John immediately recognized me. The first words out of his mouth are my name.
How did you know it was me?
And while he was easily chatting with who he thought was a 15-year-old girl for a week, he's now in no mood to talk.
I'm done. Take this.
We're not done here.
We're gonna
Please.
We gotta wait. Just have a
No, I can't. I have a family. Just take me.
He begs the ghost deputies to just take him to jail. But I'm not giving up on him just yet.
John, there's going to be cameras no matter what. John.
We gotta wait for somebody.
John.
Come on.
John.
I just.
What was your there's cameras everywhere, John.
Man.
John.
Oh. I don't like.
John, just
There's
turn
no
around.
point in talking.
Maybe you could help people explain what you were doing here today.
I'm going through a lot, and
But we'll explain
I
it, John.
can't do this, man. I have
John.
a daughter. I'm single now. I'm recently single, and I just take me to jail, man.
Well, just tell me how you got here. Help people understand.
No.
Come on. It's John, right?
Yes. Sir.
Okay, John.
No, I don't.
John, how old are you?
I'm 21.
21.
I'm already in jail. Just stop.
John, what is it that brought you here
Sir, can
today?
you take me to jail, please?
Yeah, me just one.
I don't-
Coming up.
John.
I gotta wait for them to get out.
John, do yourself a favor and help people to understand why you got here.
What?
Just chill, relax.
John.
Just relax. You're not hurting anybody today, right?
No.
Thinking with your day, right?
Yes.
Okay. Chill. Take a deep breath.
Okay, buddy, just help me out here, okay? Just help me to understand the steps that you took on the way here. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to try to understand it, okay?
That's literally what he said, man. I'm going through a lot and recently single.
Well, tell me what you're going through, John.
I got laid off. I work construction. If I go to jail, I don't have no money.
All right, well, help me to understand that you got laid off from construction. And then what happened? John? Go ahead. We got time here. John, you have a daughter, right?
One second.
John, you have a daughter?
Yes, sir.
How old is your daughter?
8 months old.
8 months old. And you have an 8-month-old daughter, and you're here in this house
I don't.
to try to have sex with a 15-year-old
No, I
girl.
don't.
But that's not what the
I
chat
was
says, John.
texted.
He seems to have forgotten how he got here. So I remind him.
No, here's the deal, John. You were texting a decoy in an earlier operation,
Yep, no,
right?
yep.
And then you didn't show up. You were off the
I
hook.
didn't want to.
And then you keep texting the
I-
decoy. You kept texting, not the other people. You kept texting. And you're the one who set up the meeting today to have sex with a 15-year-old girl because you were thinking that you had a deal. That you had a deal. Well, come, John, come here. John.
Please.
All right, well, the cameras are going to roll. Give me some insight, John.
There's no need to, man. I'm going to jail. There's no need for me.
Well, people are going to see this. They're going to
I
see
know,
who you
I
are.
don't know why.
Have you seen the
shouldn't
Predator
be-
investigations before?
Yes.
You have.
Leave me alone. Goddamn.
All right.
Is it done? Thank you.
John, is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Is there anything else you want people to know? How are you going to explain this to your family?
Big John gets his wish, and the ghost deputies take him for further questioning.
What's your name, Ryan? Your name, John?
Sir, you know.
What's your real name?
Please leave me alone.
I'm going to find out.
The man going by the alias of Big John was charged with 3 felonies: accosting a child for immoral purposes, child sexually abusive activity, and using a computer to commit a crime. We'll keep you posted on his next court appearance. Major Lanning of Ghost fully understands the games these alleged child predators play. The first guy said that he had just lost his job, he was now a single father. It seemed like he was trying to generate some sort of sympathy. Do you buy any of that in terms of a defense or a reason to show up at a sting operation?
No, not at all, you know. A lot of times in these interviews we find out they say they're coming to help, they didn't think it was real, when the chat's so otherwise. It's deviant talk about sex, and that's them minimizing what they just realized they did, and they know they have the potential to lose everything, their family, their jobs, so.
This guy came around the corner, took one look at me, and said my name. He knew exactly what he had wanted to do.
Does that surprise you?
Doesn't surprise me, because almost in every sting here and around the country we do, guys reference the investigations, the TV investigations.
Right, and I think you told me today 2004 was your first investigation.
18 years ago.
I mean, you've been on the forefront of it for 20 years, and now law enforcement is just, you know, not that we're catching up, but we've mastered this to where we can run these operations. And it doesn't shock me that someone comes in and sees you and recognizes you.
Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson knows he and Ghost have to adapt to the deviancy of child predators, and this operation was no different. This was a scenario in which the chatter was the boyfriend of a woman whose daughter was being offered up for sex. Is this a new phenomenon, a new scenario, or is this something that you see frequently?
I met with the chatters and I said, we want to do something different. And I wanted to come up with a scenario that really shows deviancy, that shows that the minor is being exploited more than just making a bad decision. And so we came up with 3 different scenarios, and that was one of them.
Based upon the chat, this particular predator was intrigued by the scenario, wanted the boyfriend to even watch the sexual encounter. It's hard to believe somebody his age in his early 20s would be that bent up to want to go through with something like this.
And the fact that we had contacted him weeks before at his first request. So he could not get it out of his mind for over 2 weeks. We had another operation. He didn't show, but he came to this one. And I think that's what the stunning detail is how often did he think about it, fantasize about this over 2 weeks, never saying, what am I doing? But yet showing up.
It's no secret, even to the predators who get caught, that I continue to collaborate with law enforcement for these investigations. Shockingly, they still come. The first 2 words out of his mouth when he turned the corner and saw me, Chris Hansen. He knew this was a possibility, yet he showed up anyway. He knew that the Ghost team is active in Genesee County, but he showed up anyway. What does that tell you?
The drive for deviance is greater than the sense of objectivity. They know better, and yet they still show. But when he saw you always wonder in the back of his mind, did he think, I know this is wrong. What if Chris Hansen is there and he turns the corner and there you are? Chris Hansen has a much bigger brand fighting human trafficking than Ghost does, I submit. We are the enforcement part of it, but you've done decades of operations with law enforcement, and that brand of just your name is synonymous with fighting human trafficking. And that's why I think we're such a good partnership, because that's what Ghost is. And we hold our own with a massive police department. And so when you have all those forces moving as a force multiplier, one day it's Chris Hansen, the next day it'll be Ghost.
We're just getting started here in Genesee County, Michigan. Coming up in part 2 of Operation Blueberry. So there's weed, rolling papers, the soda pop you asked for. It's one of the wildest and heated interviews I've ever done with a predator I've caught.
I did come to donate her money so she could get off the site for a day or 2 or find out what the situation was. That's the whole reason I came here, to find out what the situation was.
True Blue is the premier destination for true crime shows and documentaries. Check out the full library today at watchtrueblue.com.